All right, everybody. Hey, we got some red cedar bowls. I'm doing, I would say live edge, but as you can see, the bark is really, it's cedar, so the bark isn't always the hardest. So we'll try to keep as much bark on as we can. The frays may come off. I'm still going to say live edge because we still will have the main part of the bark, just the flakes will be coming off. It could be considered natural edge, but we've got two. We've got one I've already got the inside taken care of, ready to pop on the chuck, and then we've got another one here, both crotch pieces. Well, this is a crotch piece, and well, nope, that's not. But this one's a crotch piece, so it should look pretty good. We got an inclusion in there, but we're going to go ahead and get this stuff mounted up, bring you back, get to turning. Time to water pop it. We're at 400 grit right now. I'm going to hit it with some water, pop up, clean it up, pop any grains that need to be brought up. Plus you get to see how pretty it's going to look once it's got a finish on it. So after we get it all nice and dried and clean, we'll hit it again. I don't know if I'm going to do another 400 or if I'm going to bump it to 600 or not, but we'll see. Let's see, what do we look like here? The cedar does, like, unfinished, it's wanting to soak up. So I've got some certain spots in here. They say that it's supposed to not soak up water, but it end grain for this cedar sure does. It soaks it right up. So we'll have to get it dried, and then we'll hit it again and let it we'll sand it again. It's really wet right now. So while this one's drying, we'll take it off, put the other one on, and see what we can accomplish. All right. Not too shabby. You see how the water's really soaked in certain spots. It's drying pretty good. Alright, this one I don't have the internal ring on it yet, the recess, so we'll have to get it put on here first, and then we'll line it out and go from there to get the internal ring before we flip it over, the recess before we flip it, and put it back in the chuck. Alright, let me get my calipers. got an estimated spot. Right about in there. Now watch me be completely wrong. That's pretty good on there. Alright, now we work and shape the outside of the second one. And I'm going to get my other rest. Still in there pretty good. A little bit of tear out right there. Got grain going every which way and direction. We got a lot of fiddleback right here. So I'm gonna have to, it looks pretty darn good. I'm just gonna have to sand out the rest of it because of the every which way the direction the grain's going. Alright, sanding it is. Get this stuff out of the way for now. Yeah, it's not gonna want to focus right there. But right in here, you can see it on the bark, how it's just scrunched. This is going to turn out really nice. And then all this pattern there, right here. We got a little hole right there from the bark inclusion. Yeah, and this isn't even sanded yet, so we'll go ahead and sand her out now. Now I'll just bring you back since this is bowl 2. Right, we're sanded to 400 just like the last one. We're going to do the water pop, and there are some spots on here I'm hoping we can bring out, so let me hit it with the water. Get this right in here. All that right in there. Yeah, this is going to be beautiful. There is going to be wonderful. Oh my gosh. I wonder how that's showing up. Can I even get to the camera? You may not be able to see it as well, but there's a lot of fiddleback feathering in here. It's just crazy. Shedding some more of the feathering part of the bark. So we gotta let this dry, and then after it's dry, I'll hit it with 600. I am going to do 600 because this one definitely has a lot of figure in it. So, alright, the other one should be dry. I'll go ahead and knock it out and flip it over. I'll knock it out and throw some sealer on it and then flip it over and bring you back. Hey everybody, we're back. We've got the first bowl we were working on the outside. It has been sanded and cleaned to 600 grit, and we're going to hit it with some sanding sealer is what we're going to go with. We're going to make this one shiny. I had somebody really enjoy the very shiny cedar bowl that I had out there the other day, so we're going to go with shiny this time around. Yep. little bit more on there. But that color is really coming out. This. That color for that cedar coming out. Now the sapwood, it looks really light, and when you put the sanding sealer on, it's darkening a little bit. It's more like a yellowish color, but it's still, all in all, this looks pretty darn good. And this cedar is soaking up this sanding sealer, so it's going to take a little bit, which I'm fine with, because it does look good when it's got a very shiny polyurethane finish. So we're going to get this going, and once this dries out, we will, or dries up, we'll hit it with a high grit sandpaper. We'll either go 600 or 800 grit on it, just to smooth it out, and then that'll smooth it out, so when we put the polyurethane on, it'll really look good. I'm definitely getting around the base, the tenon, because the tenon's also going to be our base as well. So, oh yeah, I'm not doing the bottom yet until after I sign it. So I think we're good here. We got a good amount on. It's, like I said, it's soaking up. That end grain is really soaking it up. But this is going to be amazing, hopefully, when it gets done. Alright, so we'll let this one dry up, and I'll work on the other one. And do the same thing. Put it on, put the sealer on, flip it over, start on the inside. We're back yet again. We've got our cedar bowl up here that we were working on before. The outside's been sanded to 600 and also has the sanding sealer on it. We're ready to start on the inside. I think we're about at an inch right now. Let's double check. We're at about 3/4 of an inch thick right now. We definitely want to get a lot thinner than that, so let's see what we can do and keep this live/natural edge with it. About 1200. I'll start out with the 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Pretty sure you're seeing pretty good in there too. Yep, that's what it looks like. All right. I thought I heard a little bit of something clicking, like we had something loose, but I don't want to grip too tight on the tenon because it's also going to be the foot. But I want it tight enough to hold. I think I found the happy medium. And what are we thickness wise right now? We have made it to 3/8. So we brought it down a little bit. Keep on moving. Feels good. It's got a good cut on it right now. And I'll get the other ruler out so I can do the millimeters too. We are 1/32. No, 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch, and about 7 mil. Yeah, about 7 mil. I'll go a little bit more. I just worry about these side pieces getting too thin where the slope down. I don't want to keep leaning too far over top of the tool rest. We're pretty consistent all the way down. We're about 2/3 of the way. I'm going to readjust. Alright, that ought to give us some more. Alright, I'm going to see if one of my other tool rests will fit in there a little bit better. Be right back. How we looking on? Yep, still recording good. We're still pretty thick at the bottom. Great wall thickness all the way around. It's just the bottom still probably got about 1/2 inch to go. Could I use a bowl gouge to do the bottom with a different grind on it? Yes, I could. This, on the other hand, is actually a little bit easier. Alright, let's see if I can get a good thickness on this thing. Alright, that ought to give me some room. No, I can't really get in there with that one. I don't think I can get in with the other one, but we're getting there. A little bit more. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to call it. It's pretty even all the way down. I'm going to try to get one more scrape along the edge. Hopefully I won't screw it up. Actually, I'll use the 3/8 gouge. And it's gone. Good. Alright. I think we're ready to sand. I think we are ready to sand. Alright. Get this out of the way. It is time. We hit 400 grit. Now we're going to hit it with some water to see what we got. That's got some deep color to it, that red, I'm telling you. So now we're going to have to let it dry. And let the grains pop up, and then we'll hit it again with some 400 or 600, one of the two. and we'll go from there. But as of right now, I think we got some good looking grain. So let's take it off. We'll get it set aside. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Now this has got the sanding sealer on it. It still needs to be resanded, so I'll probably do that when when this dries out and I hit it as well, because then I could use 600 for both. All right, work on the second bowl. Sanding sealer has been sanded to 600. I did notice a crack I had to repair in here from the cedar setting. So I repaired it. Now we're ready to hit it up with some polyurethane. This looks like it's going to be looking pretty darn good. And it's going on really smooth, so that's another plus. Some parts are still soaking it up, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Wow.